Straight ahead on News for Brockport, the Brockport Golden Eagles football team is advancing to the NCAA Quarterfinals after another victory this weekend. Find out how they're keeping this winning streak going.
Also, a Brockport student is working to honor veterans on campus. We'll tell you how one of her dreams became reality.
And Brockport's Office of International Education is paving the way for more great opportunities for students. See what the new director is doing to make these things happen. News for Brockport starts right now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Terrence.
And I'm Cindy Barbano. We begin tonight with more great news from the Brockport football team. The Golden Eagles snag another victory on Saturday over the Wesley Wolverines. They will now advance to the NCAA Quarterfinals. We go now to News 4 reporter Cordell Cummings at Bob Boozer Field, who has more about this incredible team.
I'm here at Bob Boozer Field, where the Brockport Golden Eagles football team came away with an overwhelming victory over 13th ranked Wesley College to advance to the Elite Eight. Wesley came ready to play, though, as they would strike first. On their first drive, Khalid Burrows lined up in the shotgun formation. He receives the snap, and he's looking deep on the go route, and he connects with Alex Kemp in stride. Kemp showing off his breakaway speed as the Wolverines would grab the early 7-0 lead. Moving to the second quarter with the score tied up at 7. Tyree Brown takes the snap in heavy personnel, and he'll find a crease to cram his way in for 6. The Golden Eagles in the lead 14-7. It was knotted at 21 at halftime. Wesley with the ball now in the third. They're looking for the screen pass to the halfback, and it is intercepted by Terry McDonald, and he'll take it to the house for a Golden Eagles touchdown. And Brockport would just add to the lead the rest of the way with another defensive touchdown. This time the big fella, Austin Dean, picks up the loose ball, and Dean would rumble into the end zone for the score. Brockport would cruise to a 49-28 victory. Quarterback Joe Germinario shared his thoughts after the game.
The defense gave to me, just make the proper read, and we wanted to go a little tempo because we knew earlier in the week they were a little disorganized before the play, so we just wanted to just keep the tempo going, look to the sideline, get the play, and then just, again, just take what the defense gives you.
Brockport will travel to face Delaware Valley in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. The Golden Eagles will be facing a team that is on a 16-game winning streak dating back to last season, so it's a must-be a valiant effort for the Golden Eagles to come back with the victory. We'll have more involving Brockport sports later in the show.
Thanks, Cordell. A Brockport student has been working for over a year to honor veterans on a campus in a special way, and her dream finally came true. Senior Emily Marge unveiled a plaque honoring veterans at a special ceremony. She was surrounded by friends, members of Brockport's ROTC program, BSG members, and even some veterans. Marge was humbled as she presented the project that means so much to her.
I was a little girl. I was at the Air Force bases with my uncle and going with my dad, just to make sure that going there celebrating Memorial Day, just making sure I say thank you to them. I didn't realize until I was in high school, this is what I want to do the rest of my life. I want to help our veterans and give back to the community that people usually forget about. It means a lot to me to give back to this community because they fought so hard for us. They gave up their ambition so then I can be ambitious and do this for them. This is the least I can do to help our country in some sort of way.
State Senator Rob Ort, a veteran himself, was also present for the ceremony. He told us it makes him proud to see all schools consistently giving back and honoring veterans.
And so it's important, I think, first of all, to understand that for a lot of these kids and these students, these young adults, veterans aren't the old man from World War II or Korea or Vietnam, but in many cases, veterans might be their classmate who served in Afghanistan, served in Iraq, and then is going to college. So I think it just, they've grown up in a world surrounded by those who have served, and yet maybe don't have an understanding always of what that service entailed.
The plaque is displayed in front of the Brockport bookstore for all to see.
The Brockport Volunteer Ambulance Corps has gone out of business. Brockport Ambulance made the difficult decision to close due to limited call volume, reduced revenue, a need to relocate, a new base of operations, and limited volunteer and paid staff to respond to calls. Brockport Ambulance served the village of Brockport, the College of Brockport campus, and provided secondary service to the neighboring towns of Sweden and Clarkson. Monroe Ambulance will take over responding to emergency calls at the College of Brockport and the surrounding areas.
As a part of International Education Week, Brockport faculty and staff gathered for the Building a Global Brockport reception. The reception was led by the Director of International Education, George Sipos, and included food and refreshments from various cultural backgrounds. Sipos explained the significance of building a global Brockport after the reception.
Now, the reason for which we decided to call this the Building a Global Brockport is because, as you might know, the new strategic plan for the university is building a better Brockport. So we figured what better way to build a better Brockport than making it global. We took advantage of the reception also not to just highlight what we've done in international education last year and for the past few years, but also to look forward, to see what we will do in terms of campus internationalization, in terms of building a strategic plan that will allow us to move forward with increasing the number of international students on campus. We also honored two phenomenal members of the campus community. One faculty member, Dr. Mark Chadzi from the Department of Political Science, who has been leading hundreds of students to international locations for study abroad programs over the past 30-some years. And then we also honored Tom Hickey from Financial Aid, who has been tremendous support to so many of our students trying to go abroad. And he was there preparing everything from behind the scenes.
CPOS and others at the Office of International Education are looking forward to many more great things to come in 2018.
I was actually at this reception, and we got to network with a bunch of brilliant faculty members, and Talent Television definitely can't wait and is looking forward to working with them in the future. The study abroad program at Brockport looks promising.
That sounds awesome. Sounds like a lot of great things are going on campus, honestly. And speaking of great things that are going on campus, we're going to toss it to Cordell Cummings for more in sports.
The men's hockey team left the state of Vermont empty-handed after losing to Castletown University 4-3 in the WYSB Invitational. The Golden Eagles got out to an early lead thanks to a Tim Kylich goal in the 19th second. 6 minutes later, Kylich was back at it again on a power play to extend the lead 2-0. Unfortunately, they couldn't hold on as Castletown knocked in 2 goals each in the second and third periods. Brockport didn't look like themselves after the first period, and it showed, but they'll be back in action on Friday as they host SUNY Cortland from Tuttle Ice Arena. Puck drop is scheduled for 7 p.m. And to cap off Brockport sports, the women's basketball team took on the University of Rochester Monday night. Cameras showed up in the first stint, and the Golden Eagles with some nice ball movement, and Julia Taylor shoots and drains the three. On the other end, Julia Silvestri with the pull-up jump shot for the U of R Golden Jackets. Silvestri and the Yellow Jackets would take down Brockport 57-33. The team will begin conference play this weekend when they hit the road to square off with New Paltz at 5:30 p.m. on Friday and Oneonta at 1 p.m. on Saturday. That does it for this week's update in Brockport Athletics. Reporting from Bob Boozer Field in Brockport, Cordell Cummings, News 4 Sports.
2 very successful Brockport alumni returns for the 2nd annual Winter Gala. CNN Washington correspondent Ryan Nobles and CNN legal analyst Joey Jackson will keynote this year's gala. Both Nobles and Jackson say the College of Brockport opened numerous doors for them to get their career started. 13 WHAM anchor Ginny Ryan will moderate the keynote speech. All proceeds from the gala benefit the Extraordinary Academic Scholarship Program, which provides 4-year tuition awards to incoming freshmen. The gala takes place this Saturday at the Winter Garden by Monroe's in downtown Rochester.
Students in Brockport's Women and Gender Studies program are spreading their research around the country. 4 students, along with Women and Gender Studies professor Dr. Barb Lisavoy, traveled to Baltimore, Maryland for the National Women's Studies Association Conference. The theme of the conference was 40 years after Combahee, feminist scholars and activists engaged the movement for Black lives. Dr. Lisavoy, with the help of Women and Gender Studies majors Bailey Morris, Melissa Zergi, Kelsey Now, and Bernie Lockman, facilitated a pre-conference workshop called Building an Intergenerational, Intersectional Feminist Community. Zergi also presented a poster in the conference titled Faces of Domestic Violence, the Need for Intersectionality and Cultural Relativism in Addressing Partner Abuse. The Honors College and BSG Travel Grant helped support the students' travel and attendance to the conference.
Brockport's Department of Music Studies is striking its final course of the semester. The Brockport Chorus will hold their fall concert Saturday, December 2nd at the Brockport High School Auditorium. Then, on Wednesday, December 6th, the Xylophone and Brass Ensemble will deliver their final concert of the semester in the Union Gallery. Tickets for both concerts are $5 at the door. Also having a concert this coming weekend is Brockport's Golden Eagle Records. The winter concert will be held from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. on December 3rd. Students can come watch with their peers while their peers perform in the Union Ballroom.
And that's all the time we have for News 4 Brockport. Thanks for joining us this semester, and we'll see you next year. This is also Sydney's last newscast with us. She will be graduating early, so we just wanted to give her a goodbye and a welcome. I know that the studio has loved having her here, and I know that we have had an awesome blast. So just wanted to give you a farewell.
Thank you, Terrence. Well, it's been an honor and pleasure to be your anchor this semester. I will miss you all. Happy holidays, and that's all the time we have for News for Brockport.